In the Sunrise News feed this morning, the Health Minister has urged Australians aged 50 to 59 who are waiting for their second shot of the AstraZeneca vaccine to complete the process, despite new advice recommending it only be given to over 60s because of blood clot concerns.
The risk from a second dose is absolutely minimal. It's very, very different to that first dose for the 50 to 59s.
Over 800,000 people in the age bracket have had just one dose. For their take, I'm joined by News Corp's Smart Daily editor Louise Roberts, Scott Henderson from Men's Health Australia and Eddie. Oh, Louise. Now, we should say no one has got a blood clot after getting a second jab. So the Health Minister's got to be more decisive in his advice, I reckon, or we're not going to restore confidence.
Absolutely. I mean, I still feel the message is the same. Get vaccinated. If you are about to get your second dose of AstraZeneca, make sure you do get that. Don't get caught up in the politics of this. Clearly, they've clarified the advice around Pfizer for that age group. But, yeah, get vaccinated.
Yeah. Scott, there are lots of people don't know whether they're Arthur or Martha with these vaccines because one day they're saying, yep, you can have it. Next week, no.
I think that's where we're falling over is the lack of commitment to one message and the flip-flopping in the messaging. But everyone I know that's had the first dose is still planning to get the second dose. Obviously, there's new advice now for people over 50 to go towards Pfizer, but the advice still stands. Get vaccinated. If you've had the first jab, get the second one.
Yep. Eddie?
And if they don't go and get that second jab, that's effectively a waste of close to 1 million doses of this vaccine. So it is imperative that those people do. Having said that, the advice can be confusing. It's hard to keep up with. So, I can't wait till we actually get on the same page across the country.
And just to reinforce, there have been no cases of blood clots after the second jab. They're always after the first. So you're in the clear. So just go and get it done. Now, Prince Charles has been left a little red-faced after a bungled COVID-safe greeting with the UK Health Secretary. Matt Hancock was visiting a London hospital when the heir to the throne arrived, but neither could decide how to embrace and greet. Scott, this is tough, isn't it? Some have just gone, bugger it, I'll go back to the handshake and sanitise.
Yeah, speaking of mixed messages and mixed communication, we need to just settle on one. Can we just all agree we're going to like fist bumps or something? We just need to set the standard.
And Louise, in this day and age, what if even a friend or a relative comes to give you a peck on the cheek? That's sort of like,
Absolutely. Yeah, I guess if in doubt, don't touch. But I mean, I blame Matt Hancock for this because surely he would know the protocols. He's the UK Health Secretary, and he should have done his research with Prince Charles because Charles.
I don't know. I blame Prince Charles because he's the only one persisting with this greeting since the beginning of the pandemic. So I don't know, Matt Hancock. Fair enough. But the rest of the world are doing the elbow pump. Thank you very much for having us on Sunrise.
But Charles has been doing that since the 70s. All right. Thank you, team. Have a good weekend here.